If you get on a plane, fly to New York City, and jump in a taxi to Prospect Park here in Brooklyn, you will find the USA's biggest weekly outdoor food market. Welcome to Smorsaburg, a word that in Swedish means big spread of food. Here each week, tons of vendors come together, and this New York City-based event brings cooks and carts offering food from all around the world. Oh my gosh, this is the American version of raclette. Today I'm on a mission to find great food from each continent. To me, these look like amazing Colombian nachos, except for Antarctica. The penguins are safe for now. So, can it be done? The roof of my mouth will never recover. Let's walk around and find out. Switch it up now. My mission to eat food from around the world starts here in North America, where we are right now. Behind me, a stall known as Red Hook Lobster Pound, with lobsters from Maine. This place is serving classic Maine and Connecticut style lobster rolls, but they're also serving something different. Not only can you get a lobster BLT or a lobster with bacon, lettuce, and tomato, but you can also get a lobster crunch wrap. As far as I understand, this is like a crunch wrap supreme, but with lobster. Is it delicious, and is it worth the $21? Let's find out. Boom, I'm in the kitchen right now. I'm with Brandon.
What's up, guys?
We're gonna be building up to the lobster crunch wrap, but first I wanna see the lobster BLT get made. So it all starts right here with the roll.
Then we top it off with Chipotle mayo. Then we hit it with some lettuce.
First, the L component, then the T. Over here, we have the B. Fresh bacon, that goes on next. A lone strip. It's a lot of responsibility for one little guy.
Now we have our fresh Maine lobster.
So he takes the lobster and he weighs it to make sure everybody's getting a gigantic amount. Wow, that's generous.
Now we top it off with paprika and some scallion. Voila, 1 BLT.
All right, folks, the challenge has begun. I'm gonna attempt to eat food from every single continent except for Antarctica. What does that mean? North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, and Oceania? When I grew up, we just said Australia. Right here, we have North America covered, so let's give that a big old check. This is more of a subtle food innovation. They've put bacon onto an already somewhat familiar lobster roll. Let's give it a shot. Wow, that's pretty good. At first I was like, hey, one piece of bacon, that's it? But as I eat it, I go, that's a good piece of bacon. That bacon has a nice little bit of a crunch. I gotta say, overall, pretty respectable. When it comes to serving lobster rolls, there are two different styles. The Connecticut style, that is warm with hot butter. That's my favorite. Then there's the Maine style, cold with mayonnaise. That's what they have here, but actually, I think the mayonnaise goes better with the BLT. I like it. But then there's this.
This right here is a lobster crunch wrap. This is a flour tortilla. Inside of it is a crunchy tortilla with lobster, cheese, lettuce, and tomato. So now you just place some butter on here.
Throw it on the flat top.
No, you flip each side for about 4 minutes. Make sure that it's nice and crispy and good to go.
That's looking nice. Brandon, I feel like you lifted this recipe from Taco Bell. What happened there?
Basically, the recipe came from the restaurant. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know exactly sure how they came up with the recipe.
This has cooked all the way through. It's ready for the next step.
I'm gonna add some more butter to make sure that it's cheesy in the middle.
Ooh, that's looking nice. You can see the lobster popping out from inside. Boom, and that is complete.
And this is how you make the lobster crunch wrap.
This thing is absolutely loaded with cheese. Now you can also see some tomato inside, maybe some herbs. He slapped a bunch of butter on there, and the lobster's looking real nice. They were not wrong for doing this. It's not packed with lobster, but my God, it is full of cheese. Plus, what looks to be a little bit of garlic butter. Oh, It tastes heavy, cheesy, and a little bit like lobster. They have a crunchy tortilla in the inside, which offers a little bit more texture, but in general, since it's pre-made, it's a little bit soft on the inside. That said, I still like it. So this right here is our first American course, but we have 5 continents to go. Will I be able to eat from all 6 continents here in New York City, the world's most diverse city? Let's find out. All right, folks, we have our second location and our second continent right behind me. Colombian food at a little stall known as authentic Colombian food. Actually, I think it's called Ebra NYC. Here you can find a ton of delicious Colombian classics, great food from South America. Let's take a look at what they have available. This is a sweet arepa. Then they have empanadas, I guess a savory arepa, fried yellow potatoes, salchipapa, and patacones. That looks amazing. I want to be trying that one. These look like amazing Colombian nachos. From here, we're gonna jump in the back and see how this beautiful plate of goodness comes together. Let's check it out. I am with Brayan.
Good morning, guys.
How you doing? Today you're making patacones.
Patacones from Colombia.
Amazing. What is this?
Green plantain.
And that is our base.
A little mozzarella cheese.
Oh, I like where this is going.
The perfect mash, a little the sweet plantain.
Also fried, yes?
Yes, chicharrones is very nice. A breast beef.
Okay, like a brisket.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is a gigantic, massive food.
The guacamole. This sauce is very spicy.
Salsa verde?
Yes, and sour cream y tartar sauce. Y the flat. There's cayenne meat, patacones.
All right, folks, continent number 2, meal number 2. I have never wanted to go to Colombia so much in my life until I saw that whole spread of food that's available at that stall. I'm telling you, after this meal, I'm ready to buy some one-way tickets to Colombia, and I'm even gonna invest in some stab-proof clothing. It kind of feels like a big plate of nachos because we have this as our base. We have a couple different toppings here, starting with the beef. Oh my gosh. There's cheese underneath. Now the cheese isn't really melted, but I think the heat of the meat hopefully has melted the cheese a little bit. Beyond that, we have sauce. This is what he called a salsa verde. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's give it a shot. Colombian nachos. That is absolutely delicious. That green sauce, it's very spicy, very fresh. Beyond that, the foundation here, just a big, crispy, heavy piece of plantain, absolutely fried to perfection. It is so crunchy. And then you have that nice soft beef on top. Excelente, as my Colombian friends would say. I want to work my way up to what he was calling the chicharron right here, which looks amazing. But first, this right here. All right, guys, here we have it. Banana on banana. Sounds like a new category of something. Two banana experiences in one. Crispy, crunchy plantains and soft, sweet, delicious plantains. Both very nice. To wash it all down, we have this Colombiana la nuestra, artificially flavored. That's delicious. Also, artificial. This dish is known as patacones. When it comes to calling this patacones, the only part that is actually patacones is that nicely smashed and fried plantain. The rest is all bonus, baby. You've got beef on top, you've got plantains on top, and then you have what he is calling chicharron. Typically, I would think of chicharron as just fried, crunchy pork skin, but here we have so much more than just skin. Oh, come on. That's nice. It's greasy, crunchy, satisfying. Now, when it comes to Colombia, there's not a lot I know about it. I know it's in South America. I know they have something that's way better than energy drinks. Also, Pablo Escobar. So, sorry, pretty stereotypical. This is why I need to go there and learn the nuances of this country. But until then, this plate of food is my best teacher. Let's build the ultimate bite. I'm gonna start with this. On top of there, we wanna hit it with a little bit of pork, and then we want that pork to be piled with some of these sweet plantains. From here, we're gonna hit it with some of this green, what he called tartar sauce. That is good. Delicious garlicky cilantro mustard is so creamy. Then there's something delicious about having this greasy, heavy pork mixed with sweet bananas. The combo, unexpected and at the same time, out of this world. This is continent 2 out of 6. We have a lot more places to see around the world, so let's keep moving.
By the time I finish stuffing myself at this event, I may need medical attention. But if you've suffered with an injury because of someone else's negligence, you may need Morgan & Morgan.
Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. Not largest in a mysterious billboard way, largest in scale, in reach, in actual humans whose full-time job is to handle injury cases across all 50 states. When you get injured, it can feel overwhelming. Not cinematic, not dramatic, just really overwhelming. That feeling is why Morgan & Morgan exists. The firm was founded after John Morgan's brother Tim was seriously injured as a teenager. His case was badly mishandled, and it just shows how badly families can get lost in a system that feels bigger than they are. So John Morgan decided to build something different, a firm built for the people. There's a reason you don't let the person who caused the mess decide how big the mess is. And there's a reason you don't want the system negotiating against itself when you are the one that got hurt. That's exactly why having the right legal team matters. Because when your team is over 1,000 lawyers across 100 offices nationwide, that's not just a guy with a briefcase, that's a strategy. Morgan & Morgan has also recovered more than $30 billion for their clients. So if you're ever injured and looking for the right team, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. They fight to get their clients the compensation they deserve, and their fee is free unless they win. For more information, you can go to forthepeople.com/food review. Now, back to the show. All right, folks, the Americas are complete, but we have a lot more of the world to see. Behind me, our third continent. This is Europe, baby. The food in question, raclette. Raclette comes from Switzerland. Now, what do people like about raclette? It is cheese and it's also melted cheese. The perfect combination. What do they do with the cheese? They put it on a carbohydrate, usually on potatoes, but here they're making a type of raclette sandwich.
Before that Euro-style sandwich, we're starting off with something even more gooey, with cheese flown directly from the Swiss Alps.
Boom! I'm in the kitchen with Natalie. Natalie is the raclette queen. Today we're gonna be starting with cheesy baby potatoes. Let's get into it. It all starts with an air fryer. Sweet, innocent baby potatoes. New to the world, but their life cut short for this raclette. This is our carby base. Right here we have the raclette cheese. It has been heating, melting, and now that gooey cheese is going on top of those baby potatoes. And that is ready to eat. All right, folks, we have moved on to our third continent, Europe. For what you see right here, it is $12.99. Oh, here we go, cheese pull, baby. Oh, kind of a cheese pull. To be fair, these have been sitting here way too long, so we got all those beautiful shots. Should we do a beautiful shot montage? Maybe do a 50% transparency with the music and the shots, and we're back. Let's give it a shot. Oh, I like that. The potatoes, perfect. Very soft, and they've been flavored a little bit with some herbs, so they have some seasoning. Second of all, the cheese, it's cooled down a little bit, but in a good way. It's a little bit more thick. It's got some nice body to it. It has some pungent flavor, like it's got some personality, but it's not too much. Overall, a very delicious flavor. This, it's nice, it's simple, it's straightforward. But then this is taking the raclette experience to the next level. Boom, I'm back with Natalie. We're gonna make a classic raclette sandwich. It all starts with baguettes. Toss a baguette in the oven, and we'll see you soon. Right here, this isn't actually for anything on the menu. That's just for Natalie's personal use.
For the fondue.
This is like 2 liters of wine. Where do you even find wine that big? She removes the baguette. She splits it open, starting with Dijon mustard. She hits it with some watercress next. Then the prosciutto, which is Spanish, yes?
Spanish, yes.
Then she puts on some French pickles. And we're heading over here to the raclette machine. This sandwich right now is full of different European ingredients. It's a whole United Nations of sandwich. The raclette cheese is ready. Here we go. Oh my gosh, what a dismount. She gives it a little bit of a smear, and that, my friends, oh, even more raclette cheese is going on the top of the sandwich. Incredible. Thank you so much. Ho, 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 ho. This is a very cheese-heavy, cheese-forward experience. Let's get into it. That's nice. First of all, I like the baguette because it makes me feel like a man. The whole time I'm eating it, it's cutting the roof of my mouth to shreds, and I'm pretending like everything's okay. But in reality, I'm in a lot of pain. Second, the cheese. As the roof of your mouth is getting completely macerated, you have the cheese. It comes in, it comforts you, it's soft, it's gooey, it's heavy, it's delicious. Then you have that Dijon mustard to cut through that heaviness, and a little bit of Spanish cured meat to bring it all together. Now, when it comes to Switzerland, there's not a ton that I know about that country. I know that it's in Europe, I know that they've got something much better than energy drinks, and I know that that's where Pablo Escobar comes from. Otherwise, as far as I'm concerned, the rest of Switzerland is just mountains and cheese. In the end, is this delicious? Absolutely. And that is some pretty high praise for Swiss food, because after this, we're gonna be eating food from my absolute favorite continent. Let's move. After conquering Europe, I'm ready to colonize some Asian culinary cuisine, starting with this place. Behind me, a food stall known as Dilla Manila. Here they're serving Filipino food, but with a little bit of a twist. Here you'll find a lot of the familiar proteins that you will find in a place like Manila. They've got adobo, they even have sisig, but they're taking those meats and they're putting it into a quesadilla. How does it work and does it taste delicious? Let's go find out. Boom, I'm here with Tim. Yeah. Today I'm gonna be ordering the sisig quesadilla, or sisigdilla.
Sisigdilla.
Okay, we're saying it wrong on purpose for style. I'm assuming this is taking inspiration from the quesadilla, but then there's the sisig. I want to say 90% of the people walking around here have no idea that sisig is cut up pig face. Where are you getting your pig face from?
From the butcher guy that I got.
Look, I don't want to come here and you're telling me you have sisig and it's like pork shoulder. Are we getting true, authentic cuts of pig face?
For the pig face, it's kind of hard to find the actual pig face here in Brooklyn, in my opinion, but we use lean meat and pig ears. That's the closest we got. For the cartilage, for the texture of it.
Ears are technically part of the face.
Yeah.
Tim, I'm intrigued. Let's give it a shot.
We're gonna start with our tortilla, and then we put our cheese blend. It's like a combination of cheese as the base of our quesadilla. And then here's our sisig. 100% pig meat, some spices, chilies. And then in our version, we add chicharrones. And then last layer, we just add a little bit more cheese.
Then he folds over the quesadilla. He slides it even further onto the flat top, and this thing is hot.
All of our Filipino quesadillas comes with corn chips, and for the sisig, it comes with our homemade jalapeno ranch right here.
Oh, look at that. That's a nice color. He gives it a little bit of a cut. It is coming off the flat top.
And that's how we make our sisigdilla.
All right, folks, we have moved on to our fourth continent. Right here, Filipino food representing Asia. At least it's kind of Filipino food. It's a fusion. It's Mexican, it's Filipino, it's everything in between.
Hey. Yeah? What the hell is this?
What's unique about this is the sisig element. Sisig is forehead, eyebrows, chin, snout, nose, all of that cut into little bitty pieces, cooked on a little hot plate. But that is not quite this. It's very insanely cheesy. This is maddening. Oh my gosh, cheese pull. This is the American version of raclette. The meat's delicious and it has a bit of a Filipino twist. It's a little bit smoky, it's a little bit crunchy like you would expect from a sisig. It's fatty, it's a nice flavor, and it pairs well with these oodles and oodles of cheese. Beyond that, inside, crunchy chicharron. The chicharron is something that brings Mexicans and Filipinos together. Why? Both those countries love chicharron, and it's for the same reason. It's because the Spanish went to both countries, and I'm pretty sure it's mostly friendly interaction, but mostly they swapped recipes. If that's getting too cheesy and intense for you, you can always dip it in a Filipino ranch sauce. What makes it Filipino? A Filipino makes it. Tim. That was the missing link. That's good. Overall, I gotta say, I'm proud of these guys. They're doing something Asian, but with a little bit of a twist, catering to the New York City market. From here, we have closed out 4 different continents. We are doing amazingly well. But we have 2 more remaining, Africa and Australia. Are we gonna be able to find African food here? I'm not sure, but let's go take a look. We can't find any direct African food, but I think I found a little bit of a workaround. Right behind me, taste the flavor. Let's talk to the owner about this African food loophole. Simone, I am on a mission here at this festival to try food from every single continent. Then I was looking for African food, and then I didn't find anything.
You found Jamaican food.
But Jamaican food, it is heavily influenced by Africa.
It is, actually. So based on the culture and how the food is prepared, especially one that we specialize in, like jerk chicken, it's an outdoor thing that we do on the grill or on wood fire.
Is that related to Africa at all?
Of course, because we're all Africans and we just disperse.
If you go back far enough,
Yeah.
we are all Africans.
Oh, we are.
All right, so this counts?
Yes.
The menu, it looks amazing. I'm interested to try your oxtail.
So this is a festival. It's a sweet fried dough.
She's cutting open each piece of bread. It's a very
Yes.
dense bread. Boom, right here we have the oxtail.
Oxtail,
This
yes.
looks like boneless oxtail.
It's shredded oxtail.
Wow, this looks juicy, tender, and
Yeah,
amazing.
it falls right off the bone.
Wow, these are like little mini sandwiches.
Yes.
Then she hits it with a little bit of pickled cabbage.
And then this is our signature jerk barbecue sauce that we make from scratch. And then we have a white sauce. One last thing, we have a spicy avocado sauce.
Nice, this thing
Yes.
is sauce to the gills.
This is how we make our Jamaican oxtail boat.
All right, guys, we have moved on to our 5th continent, Africa. Is this African food? Actually, no. Is Jamaican food influenced by Africa? Yes, but Jamaican food is Jamaican. African food is, well, it's food that comes from Africa. Here's the deal. I came here with high hopes and large expectations. I thought New York City, a place that represents over 500 countries and 15 billion people. In the end, no. But I couldn't find anything Australian either. How are you going to call this a multicultural destination if you don't have Australian meat pies? Tell me that, please. Tell me that. Right here we have something I've never seen before, and I have toured the whole island of Jamaica. Let's give it a shot. Oh my Lord. That's really nice. There's 2 strong components here. First of all, the bread. It's very kind of crumbly and crunchy on the outside. What's unique about this bread is it's made with flour, but a little bit of cornmeal too on the inside. That oxtail is soft, delicious, and absolutely soft. I said that twice. Tender. It's gelatinous, it's broken down, it's gooey. That's some good oxtail. It's heavy, it's fried, but that coleslaw brings in a much needed fresh component. Delightful. For me, I don't care if it's African or not, it's Jamaican and it's delicious. Very satisfying. But now that we've established that New York City is not a cultural mecca whatsoever, it's time to move on to a food that really interests me. I'm talking about bao tacos. How does it work? Let's go find out. Behind me, our final food location, Sea Bao. If you're looking for something multicultural, well, this hits them all. Mexico, China. It hits 2 of them. Come with me, I'll show you the menu to learn more. This is the Sea Bao Taco series, Latin-inspired flavors in the steamed bao. That says it all right there. There is no taco shell. This is a steamed bao bun. If you've never tried a steamed bao bun, it's fluffy, it's delicious. It's perfect for what they're doing here. Inside, they have different meat options. Minced beef, sweet soy chicken, carnitas, roasted duck, or golden tofu if you don't like to eat animals. For me, I do like to eat animals. I want to have carnitas because that's the most Mexican meat that they have on the menu, but I also want to try roasted duck because that's the most Chinese food they have on the menu. So carnitas, duck, together at last. It all starts with the bao bun. So this is essentially our taco shell. Here we have the carnitas bao. On top she puts some lettuce, and then right here we have our delicious steaming carnitas. Slap on some raw onion, hit it with a little bit of tomato, then some cheese, some cilantro, and then sauce, spicy mayo, sour cream, and a jalapeno sauce. Top it with a lime, and that is ready to go. Thank you. The bao bro back there, Brandon, told me that the most famous taco they're serving right now is this right here, the carnitas.
Carnitas literally means little meats, and it's one of Mexico's most iconic street foods. Pork slowly simmered in its own fat for hours. It pairs perfectly with a tortilla, but now it's inside a Chinese bao bun. Turns out, pork speaks every language.
Let's give it a shot. It might actually be too much food. This is handleability, maybe 3 out of 5. Let's go. That is out there. The meat itself, soft, tender, nicely seasoned, yummy. Beyond that, I'm getting crunchy raw onions in here, fresh cilantro, and a trifecta of different sauces on top. It's so much flavor. Beyond that, I love the bao bun. You know, when you go to Taco Bell, there's 2 options. You can get hard shell or soft shell. I'm a soft shell kind of guy. I don't want to eat a hard shell and 2 bites into it, I have a handful of Mexican rubble. It's a big problem. This solves that problem. Is it a taco shell? No, but it's soft and it's something that gently hugs and caresses all the ingredients inside. It's not something that's shattering into 1,000 pieces. Do I like it? I do. But this is the more Mexican type of meat. Here, we have the duck. So it all starts with some shredded cucumber. Hoisin sauce goes on next. And then this is duck meat mixed with onions and peppers. All done up fajita style. From there, some raw onion and some tomato. She hits it with some shredded cheese and cilantro. Wow, this thing is piled high with flavor. And then a little bit of sauce, a spicy mayo, and then a sour cream, and a pickled jalapeno. Finally, top it with a lime, and it's ready to go. Now, this is a completely different style. Even though it's duck, they still have a Mexican element inside of the bao. Let's give it a shot. Oh, that's good. I think that's even better. My guess would be most Americans coming here, they see duck on the menu and they duck out of there. They get scared. Beyond the duck, I love the fresh, crunchy vegetables, the onion, the peppers, the raw onion on top of that. Absolutely delicious. And all of it nestled inside this nice, steamy, soft bao bun. Oh yeah. I gotta say, when it comes to mixing Asian food and Mexican food, they have absolutely pulled it off. It is the best of both worlds, and this is a shining example of food fusion that works. But that's just my opinion. Maybe at this festival, we weren't able to find food from every single continent, but if we go into New York City, we probably could. Especially one of the world's most diverse cuisines, Australian. Australian meat pie, very diverse. Now, if I had to pick an absolute favorite from today, it would be the crunch wrap lobster. That was cheesy, gooey, somewhat familiar. It reminded me of Taco Bell, but also it had lobster, and I like lobster. But that is just my opinion. Guys, let me know which of the foods from today you absolutely wish you could try. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Peace. Yum.